Hello, my name is Jasmine. I'm the teen librarian at the Lamont Public Library District. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a few teen fiction novels for the month of December that you'll be able to find here at the library. At the end, I'll also be telling you about teen programs we are offering and service hour opportunities that you might be interested in. Let's get started. Better Than Revenge by Casey West. 17-year-old Finley has only ever had one goal: to become a famous podcaster. This includes coming up with the perfect pitch to land her on her school's podcast team. But when her football-obsessed boyfriend, Jensen, decides to also try out and uses her idea, she's left confused and betrayed. Determined to get back at him, Finley and her friends try to find the perfect revenge scheme, but quickly discover that Jensen is almost impossible to best. Keyword almost. By chance, Finley discovers a knack for kicking and decides to take Jensen's spot on the football team. To help her train, she recruits Jensen's cute but conceited nemesis, Theo. Soon the two discover that their connection runs deeper than football, but Finley can't let herself get distracted, and Theo has secrets of his own. Is true love really better than the perfect revenge? Rated likes include Steffi and the Spanish Prince by Donna Freitas and Some Like It Cold by Ellie McNichol. A Cruel Thirst by Angela Montoya. Carolina Fuentes wants to join her family in hunting the bloodthirsty vampiros that plague her pueblo. Her father, however, wishes to marry her off to a husband of his choosing, someone who'll take her away from danger. Determined to prove she'll make a better slayer than wife, Carolina vows to take down a monster herself, but when she runs into a vampiro who is somehow extremely attractive and kind, her plan crumbles. Lalo Villalobos was content leading a perfectly dull life until un vampiro turned him. Now forced to flee his city, he heads to the pueblo where he believes the first vampiro was made. Surely its residents must know how to reverse this dreadful curse. Instead of finding salvation, Lalo collides with a beautiful young woman who'd gladly drive a dagger through his heart. Fortunately, Lalo and Carolina share a common enemy. They can wipe out this evil together. If his fangs and his fists can stay focused, they might just triumph and discover what it feels like to take a bite out of love. Rated likes include The Beautiful by Renee Abidaya and Amber in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. Dating and Dragons by Christy Boyce. Quinn Norton is starting over at a new high school and hopes that joining a D&D game will be the trick to making friends. The plan sounds even better when she's invited into a group that includes Logan Weber, the cute and charming guy she met on her first day of class. But this isn't your average D&D campaign. This group live streams their games and enforces strict rules. No phones allowed, no dating other group members. Quinn is willing to accept the rules, even if it makes Logan off limits, and she quickly learns that doing so won't be a problem, since Logan goes from charismatic to insufferable as soon as she agrees to join. As their bickering and bantering intensifies inside and outside the game, Quinn can't help wondering, is Logan's infuriating behavior a smokescreen for hidden feelings? Quinn is risking it all, and the 20-sided dice are rolling. Rated likes include Near Misses and Cowboy Kisses by Katrina Emile and Dashed by Amanda Coyne. Dust by Allison Stein. After her father has a premonition, Thea and her family move to the bloodless valley of southern Colorado, hoping to make a fresh start. But the rivers are dry, and the crops are dying, and the black blizzards of Colorado have returned. Much like a barren land, Thea feels her life has stopped growing. She is barely homeschooled, forbidden from going to the library, and has no way to contact her old friends, all due to her parents' fear of the outside world's dangerous influence. But to make ends meet, Thea is allowed to work at the cafe in town. There she meets Ray, who is deaf. Thea, who was born hard of hearing, has always been pushed by her parents to pass as someone who can hear. Now, with Ray secretly teaching Thea to sign, she begins to learn that what she's been missing. Now just a new language, but a new community. And maybe even a chance at love. Redirects include We Walk the Sky by Lisa Fielder and You Don't Live Here by Robin Schneider. Encanto, Nightmares and Sueños by Alex Segura. 17-year-old Bruno has never really fit in with his family. Why can't he be as outgoing as his sister Pepa, or as friendly as his sister Julieta? Does he like being the awkward loner who never seems to find where he can fit in? But it's hard to be popular when you have the power to tell the future and people don't always like what you are telling them. So Bruno devises an act and begins to model the behavior he feels the town wants to see in a hero. But is being dishonest to himself and others the right path to walk down in order to make friends, or is Bruno just kidding himself as he hides from his own destiny that threatens to destroy all he holds dear? Reading include Young Blood by Alyssa B. Shane Mel and Tears of the Nameless by George Mann. The Losting Fountain by Laura Senf. Ember, Miles, and Sam have been called home. Only home is a place none of them have ever been before. Outside of time lies the world of the fountain. It's vast, unexplored, unmapped, and full of wild things. Leviathan and tiny scuttling things, and all manners of creature in between. The borders that separate the fountain from our world are already porous. And in every timeline that has been or will be, water can be a passageway for the violent and damned to enter our world. The three teens, all from different times, are on a mission that will either restore a cosmic balance or destroy the border that separates our world from the world beyond the fountain. Ending them both. Redirects include Stranger Skies by Pascal Lassalle and Cage of Dreams by Rebecca Schneffer. The Party by Natasha Preston. In the heart of the English countryside, Bessie and her closest friends gather at a remote castle for a secret party destined to make this the best spring break ever. But when the first of them dies, the party takes a lethal turn. As the body count continues to rise, Bessie and her friends must contend with a deadly storm and growing internal suspicion, all while trapped inside with a killer. Redirects include Fright Night by Maren Stoffels and Five Survive by Holly Jackson. We Did Nothing Wrong by Hannah Jane. Leah thought of the dark night of the broken streetlight. Had Diane gone out to meet her? Had she been waiting for her alone in the park? Or had someone been waiting for Diana? Leah and Diana are the it girls of Empire Hill High. Their lives are perfect until Diana disappears and the rumors start flying. Everyone thinks Diana is a runaway, including the police. Leah is secretly convinced it's all a prank. Then she finds a crushed red rose tied with a candy cane ribbon where Diana went missing, and next to it, a note. You. It's the same ribbon Leah's received on gifts from a secret admirer. Did someone come for Diana that night, and will Leah be next? Redirects include Out of the Fire by Andrea Cantos and Lie Until It's True by Jesse Weaver. What the Woods Took by Courtney Gould. Devin Green wakes in the middle of the night to find two men in her bedroom. No stranger to a fight, she calls to her foster parents for help, but it soon becomes apparent that there was a planned abduction, one everyone by Devin signed up for. She's shoved in a van and driven deep into the Idaho woods, where she's dropped off with a cohort of equally confused teens. Finally, two camp counselors inform them that they've all been enrolled in an experimental therapy program. If the campers can learn to change their self-destructive ways and survive a 50-day hike through the wilderness, they'll come out the other side as better versions of themselves, or so the counselors say. Devin is immediately determined to escape. She's also determined to ignore Sheridan, the cool-mouthed, lavender-haired bully who mocks every group exercise. But there's something strange about these woods. Inhuman faces appearing between the trees, visions of people who shouldn't be there flashing in the leaves, and when the campers wake up to find both counselors missing, therapy becomes the least of their problems. Stranded and left to fend for themselves, the teens quickly realize they'll have to trust each other if they want to survive. But what lies in the woods may not be as dangerous as what the campers are hiding from each other. And if the monsters have their way, no one will leave the woods alive. Read-alikes include One Last Breath by Gina Myers Sane and Sweetest Darkness by Leslie Karen Lutz. You're Dead to Me by Amy Christine Parker. Ruby is a scholarship senior at elite Orlando High School with a chip on her shoulder and an attitude to match, which she puts to good use as the infamous local anonymous gossip blogger reputation killer. When she's outed as the voice behind the account, the entire town turns against her. But after she's scared witless by a vision of her own ghost dressed in a blood-splattered prom dress, she is faced with an awful truth. Someone out there doesn't just hate her, they want her dead. With less than a week until the prom, Ruby starts investigating. Turns out Orlando Bay isn't the picture-perfect resort town it appears to be. With so many secrets, scandals, and people hell-bent on covering them up at all costs, the murderer could be anyone. Can Ruby beat the clock counting down to prom and with her death and survive the night? Read-alikes include Pretty Dead Girls by Monica Murphy and These Vengeful Hearts by Catherine Lauren. This winter for tween and teen programs, we are doing Adventurers Unite, Fantastic Face Painting, and Valentine's Day Cookie Decorating. We are also doing 100 books before graduating, where you read 100 books before graduating, log them through your Beanstack account, and win prizes on the way to 100. For service hours, we have Teen Volunteer Squad, At Your Service programs, Teen and Tots Lego Adventures, and our Character Pen Pal letter writing program where you can come in and pick up a kit to write letters to children as their favorite character. We also have book reviews and advanced reader book reviews where you get to keep the title after reviewing it. I also make take and make kits each month if you are looking for a craft to complete at home. This month's craft is pipe cleaner Christmas trees. If you would like any more information about programs or service opportunities, you can contact me at jwilkerson@amontlibrary.org. Thank you and have a great day.